Hi guys, this is Alicia, and today I want to share my second mini album. I created this for a swap, and I believe this one was from Creating the Crafty Life. And the theme was fall. So, and it had to be a corrugated cardboard mini, which I found it really easy because the binding was a lot simpler, at least for me. I was walking down the hardware store, and I found, I'll just open it, I found brown duct tape, and I just decided that I was going to use that to bind my albums because it's a lot easier. I mean, I tried binding one, and I just hated how it looked, and I just didn't really follow through with it. But it was really easy to do it. I had seen some binding videos, so I just used the same idea with the duct tape and the cardboard. And they wanted it to look like corrugated cardboard. That was part of the theme, so it was quite simple to do it. So anyway, this is my cover. What I did is I took some gold paint, and I painted right on the cardboard, and then I took my Prima stencil and I stenciled with some gessos. And when I create my gesso, I have different batches that I make, and each batch is a different color, so I don't have to worry about painting over my gesso. I just have the color gesso, and depending on my project is the color gesso I use. So then I didn't really think that, because I used my like a beige. You can see right here the beige gesso that I used. Sorry, I was working on another project and my hands are horrendous. So anyway, then I decided you couldn't really tell or see the little birdies or anything on it. So I decided to take some paint, and I painted over it with a sponge. So only what is raised on the stencil would get painted, and then the background would kind of stay like that. And I really like how that turned out. So sorry guys, I'm recovering. I'm still kind of a little sick, so I might sound like a mess. Then I took some of this flower trim, and I didn't really like that. It looked so plain. So I took some of my bubble paint. I had some brown bubble paint, and I just dotted right in the middle, and I really think that gives it a really cute touch. And then I had made a bunch of resin pieces, and I put some on my gesso, homemade gesso, the same one that I used for this, on it, so it would look kind of aged. Then I put a flower, and I stickle all the flowers. These I put brown stickles, and these I put glitter stickles. And then I had this butterfly that I bought at Michael's. I started making a butterfly with organza and glitter, and I didn't really want it to be the main focus, so I used it as the background, so this butterfly wouldn't look so empty. I made a stick pin, and then I also used some of this like shabby rosette trim that I just purchased for the cover. And then here's some Chinese braid. And then every page, what I did is I wanted it to look like this, like the corrugated, but I didn't like how it looked on this side. So you see how there's kind of like holes in there. I used that, and I inserted all the lace in there. So every page has like lace in there. On here, I'll just go quick. I don't want to take too long on this video. But on my first page is, now I didn't really use a collection. I've been wanting to use all the paper that I have. So what I did is I bought this, I have this Hot Buy. It's called a Timeless Type Stack. And then I also combined it with something I got at Hobby Lobby. This is my favorite paper because anything that I need for a project, I've pretty much found a paper in here, and that's the heirloom stack. So these two were kind of like them, and I just combined them. I made my own thing. I made my flowers. You guys have probably seen these before with the Tim Holtz. Now these little butterflies, I'll explain it. I finally pulled my Cricut out because I have not used it in like forever, and I was making flourishes with it. And all the leftover paper that I had, I don't like to throw it away, so I was making butterflies, and then I just used this paper, punched a bunch of little butterflies, and that's why there's a lot of them in here. Because I love this paper, and I want to make sure I used every single piece of what I had. So on all of them, I've made a lot of lace pockets. I really like to do this on the mini albums. This was also part of the collection. And since I made it kind of small, I wanted to make sure that I had enough pages. This one opens like this, and then it opens like this. And here's some of those flourishes that I made with my Cricut. And this also came with the collection. So there's plenty of space for pictures. Oh, this closes like this, it closes like that. And I didn't put anything on it. I really want her to personalize this mini album however she wants to. Now these, I also used gesso on that. And then I used the same technique. I put the gesso, you can see that. And then I painted. I used glittery paint to kind of fade that and give it a little dimension. Then this is a pocket, and this is also a pocket. And then these ones, you guys have seen, I've made these before. These are those Michael chipboard pieces. I painted it with my gesso, and then I took some, an ink pad and just went over it. And only what's bumpy is what gets colored, and I just love how that looks. And then these texts also came in one of the paper stacks. So I made those, and then this is also, let's go back in there. This is also like a little pocket. You can put pictures and stuff in here. And then, oh yeah, this one, actually this pulls out too. Forgot. I pulled a little bit out of the card or the paper and then just painted it with gold paint. So that, and then here's another flower. Used a skeleton leaf in there. Over here, I used that same technique with the birdie, and then I also ripped a little bit out of that cardboard. So it would show, painted it with glitter, and then this pulls in. And there's another little butterfly and a stick pin that I made. Let's see, you can see that. I found little bead cameos online, so I bought those. And then these, I didn't really like it at first, because I've seen many albums where they have this like accordion pockets, and I saw tutorials, but I got really lazy, and I'm like, oh, I could probably figure out on my own. So I did figure out the concept on how they're made, but since I didn't take any measurements, I felt like they're just a little crooked. But since those are going to go in, I made a little birdie in here. I figured that will be covered, and she probably won't care too much. And then here's another page. I made a little pocket here. And then this one, I didn't really follow a tutorial because I wanted to kind of figure it out on my own. But I've seen these. All I did is I took a button that came in the collection. I poke a hole. I put like a brad. I don't think that's what these are called. I put one of those in there. Then I put another one in here. And I just hot glued some of this to the bottom one so I could tie it to the top. And then I made a little pocket piece in there. And then I put some flowers. And this is my favorite page. Really, really interactive. Okay, so It's got a little lace pocket in there. Then it opens up. Oh, yep, sorry. I put a little clothespin so it wouldn't open right away. So it opens up, and put a little belly band in there. Put these in there. And then you fold it down, and there's a little envelope. And all I did is I split open where you could show the corrugated, put some gold paint in there. And then that, whoops, sorry guys, I'm bumping the camera. Here we go. Okay. And then I folded and made some room in there for pictures. And then these I found, I think it was like Creative Kelly. She had a one of these on her video. So it's like this side opens like this. There we go. And then if you open it this way, there's like another 3. So that one was really fun to make. There we go. And then this is just a little belly band, a little pocket. And then I did the same thing. I made some I stenciled that on. This is just a little 3-side, like a little accordion. Opens up, and then I put a little lace pocket, a little clothespin to make sure that didn't pop out. There's a little pocket, and then this is another one of those little. I didn't really put a lot of. I didn't really want it to close. What did I do here? Oh yeah, I did close it. Sorry, I thought I left that open. Made a little pocket here, and then using some corrugated paper, I put those in there. And then, oh yeah, this opens up all the way, so there's plenty of room for her to put photos or whatever she wants in there. Then this postcard came with one of the collections too. And then this opens up like this, and then there's little pockets in here. And this last one is a pocket, and then there's room for her to put photos or write little notes, whatever she wants. So this is my mini album. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I already went over the time that I was planning to use. And I really hope my partner likes it. I didn't really show you guys my charm, but I also made a charm in here. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye-bye.